All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk Bitcoin. Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Cold this morning. I woke up to 36 degrees. So it's going to be freezing temperatures for us for the rest of the week. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. I've got a couple of good, I don't say good, but interesting news this morning in the crypto space that we're going to cover. Good morning, Bridget. Now you say good day, Brandon. Have a blessed evening. It's where are you at, Bridget? It's only 9 a.m. for me. New Jersey. Good morning, Connie from Nebraska. Gonna get started in just a second here. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, this is where most people trip up. Even if they pass up they get through rule 1, 2, and 3. This is where they trip up. Where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What goals do you have set for yourself? What vehicle are you choosing to use, like KGX? Make a decision, take action, and remain focused. Do not get distracted. There's so many things out there that can distract you. You can't be a part of everything. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk because success leaves clues. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. So let me go ahead and get screen share started up. Oh, I've got a lot on my computer. This thing's going to move slow for me this morning. Share screen. Yeah, CoinMarketCap just is not going to load up for me. You should be able to see my screen. I want to take a look at what the market is doing. So while this is still loading, let me do a reboot of it. I could take a look at my other computer. Okay, let's see. Market cap right now is at, and you can look at it on your computer as well, since mine is moving slow on me there. 135 billion is the market cap. Bitcoin dominance 51.6%. The last 4 days or so, the market cap has jumped by like $15 billion. That's always a good sign because that's outside money coming in. We've got Bitcoin, though, seemed to hit a flat line a bit. It's been flat line for the last 24 hours, staying right at close to the $4,000 mark. You know what? Has it? I haven't looked at the real-time chart, so I'll pull that up as well to see what that's doing. Best performers over the last 24 hours. Crypto.com, 15.82%. Storage, Theta, almost 10 double digit. Quant, L, Veritasium. Veritasium seems to be having a good run past week or so. EOS having a very good run. up 7%. Litecoin having a good run, still up 6.6%. Binance Coin still having a run. Ethereum Classic. What about the worst performers? ODEM, Ion, Ravane, Monocoin, Monero, negative 2.3%. Pundi X, negative 2%. Pundi seems, look at this. Let's find this interesting. You look at these other charts, and it seems to be kind of steady in one direction or the other. Pundi seems to be bouncing like this. Look at all that volatility. I don't know why. They actually have a real source product behind them. And there's a reason why I'm watching Pundi very closely. Very closely. It will be revealed soon. Bitcoin SV, negative. Verge is in the negative. Cardano, saw some good news about Cardano today, but it's still negative 1.4%. Has Poloniex chart moved up yet? No, it has not. Oh, well, I'll come back to that while it's loading. Let's see. Oh, they have a lot more people on now. Good morning. Let's see. Connie from Nebraska, Tony Pinkston, Patty Moore, Stan William, Linda from Graham, Washington, Cleve Stewart, New York, Scortala. Connie asked what's happening with Chicago Boot Camp. The Chicago Boot Camp is on April 13th at the Holiday Inn. We have not released a actual flyer for it, but I can show you exactly where, because I'm going to be there on March 16th for the KLS event that Dr. Lewis is happening for young entrepreneurs. And I'm going to pull that up in a second. Let's see, because I posted this. Come on, computer. Again, moving slow on me. Lance, Lashana, Shane West. Come on, computer. Well, I'll put it up on my other computer then. Give you that location, but it is at the Holiday Inn. We've been there before. Here it is. It is going to be at, no, this is not. Is that it? Yeah, Holiday Inn, Madison, Illinois, 500 Holiday Plaza Drive. That is going to be on, I'll be there on March 16th and also April 13th, same location at the Holiday Inn. We will have an Eventbrite up soon where you can go ahead and purchase tickets as well. Good morning, Shauna. All right, so let's get into some news. See, has Poloniex come up yet? No, it's still not. All right, let's look at some news. Start off with the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price to explode at $4,200. Analysts believe bottom has reached. I do not agree with that assessment. I do not think the bottom has been reached. I think that this is fool's gold, so to speak. So let me put this link in the chat box. If it has been reached and it's popping up, hey, then more power. I don't believe so. In the past 48 hours, the valuation of the crypto market increased by $13 billion as Bitcoin moved rapidly from 3,600 to 3,900 by 10%. Traders are expecting a near-term pullback following a strong movement in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, still no go. Here we go. So 24-hour high was 39.95. So we've hit a wall here, right around getting close to the 4,000 wall. 24-hour low was 38.80. What is the bot doing? 39.41 buy order. Sell order is at, what are they selling at? What? I do not see the bot in here with a sell order at all. Only a large buy order. Interesting. That's the first since the last 3 months. It makes me a little nervous when I see a change like that. Where is it? Most is 4 Bitcoins, so nobody's trying to sell their coins. Look at that. 157,000 is in play for a buy order. What are they doing? They're about to double up. That caught my attention. See, the wall is at 4,000. The next wall is at 4,200. That's the next breaking point right there. But the sale or the buy wall is at 3,900, and then the biggest wall below that is 3,600. So the buy wall is pretty high here for it to get to that 3,000 range is here. I still don't believe it. So let's go with continue with the article. Economist and analyst Alex Kruger foresees the Bitcoin price surging fast beyond key resistance levels if the dominant cryptocurrency is able to break out of the crucial $4,200 mark. Hey, see, that is why it's important you know how to read the charts. Education is key. What did I just show you guys here? You can read this chart. You can see here's that wall at 4,200. And then the next wall after that is 4,300. So what he's saying is if it breaks this 4,200, we already reached the bottom. That it is not going to go below 3,500. It's basically what they're saying. Really, they think it's not going to go below 3,800, 3,880. As Su Zhu, the CEO of Three Arrows Capital, recently said, there currently is more than $2 billion in fiat sitting at exchanges, stablecoins, and crypto funds. No additional capital from a new group of investors, such as institutions, is necessary for BTC to initiate a proper trend reversal in the foreseeable future. Okay, so what does he mean by that? There's currently $2 billion. So he's saying there's a whole lot of money sitting in the stable coins. So a stable coin, for example, is Tether, or any coin that has a 1-to-1 ratio. So here's Tether, for example. So they're saying there's $2 billion that could be moved out of this into the other coins in the market. That will not move this up. This market cap stays the same because it's including Tether. So he's saying $2 billion can still swing in these other altcoins. New money is like the 13 billion that hit that rose this from 121 billion to 135 billion. That's new money. So just showing you to understand the difference. All right. Existing capital in the cryptocurrency market is sufficient to trigger a major rally that could allow BTC to revisit crucial levels. I disagree with that. Existing capital? No, not possible. And I'm going to explain why. $10,000 to $12,000 range for Bitcoin. Okay. Do you know what the coin market cap was the last time Bitcoin was at $10,000 a coin? I don't remember if this chart is going to let me show you that, but I think it was more around 300 billion for it to get that high. So let's take a look. So here's the $10,000 Bitcoin mark. Oh, well, it doesn't need to be that high then. So the $10,000 Bitcoin mark, the coin market cap was at 177 billion when it was at $10,000 a coin. Why did I think it was much higher? Okay, 15,000. Yeah, okay, last time it was at 300 billion. That's not right. Last time it was at $19,000, the coin market cap was, my bad. They're talking about Bitcoin cap. Okay, that makes more sense. It's not showing me the whole coin market cap. All right, we'll use that for an example. Bitcoin cap has to be at 175 billion to be at 10,000. Right now, it is at 64 billion. All right, so let's go back to the main market then. So 170 billion. Yeah, so this has to be at 300 billion for it to be at 10,000. If he's saying that there's 2 billion in sitting in exchanges, that's not enough capital to raise this to 10,000. We need to triple the size of the coin market cap to get to 10,000. You guys following me here? I want to make sure my logic you're able to understand. This author says $2 billion is sitting in exchanges, that's sufficient to trigger a major rally. Well, I guess this is the word trigger. Does that trigger mean that new money needs to come in? Because you're going to have to, but he says no additional capital is necessary. That's not true. So I disagree with the author on this. But let's continue what he's saying. There's an estimated $2 billion in cash sitting at crypto funds hold costs. There's another 2 billion plus sitting in stable coins, so that's 4 billion, and another 2 billion sitting at exchanges, so that's 6 billion. This is 6 billion fiat already onboarded into crypto to buy your bags. Imagine thinking we need new money to hit 10K. Yeah, his numbers aren't right there. I see what he's doing. He's adding 6 billion onto the $3,900 mark to get to the 10 billion. That's to 10. That's not his math is off there. That's not correct. Because all that 6 billion is not going to come into Bitcoin. It's not going to happen that way. Again, and I'm basing this off of history. So it's not me making up numbers. For this to get to $10,000, this needs to be close to 300 billion. And the Bitcoin cap itself volume, this Bitcoin cap, the last time it was at 10,000, this was at 177 billion. So his numbers, it's like that teacher on Facebook that you saw that said, if you were born in 2010, you're 19 years old. And what? Well, how do you base that math? Well, 2010 was 9 years ago. So if you add 9 to 10, that's 19. What? Yes, an actual teacher said something like this. In her mind, in her logic, if you add 9 plus 10, no, honey, if you were born in 2000, you'd be 19, not 2010. That's like this Common Core math. My kid wants me to help him with his math homework, and I'm looking at it, and I'm doing it, and he's telling me, no, that's wrong. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean that's wrong? I think I've got a college degree. You're only in 6th grade. I think I understand math better than you. No, Daddy, that's not the way it's supposed to work. You got to show it this way. And I'm like, what the heck is all this? He says, Common Core math. Math is math. 2 plus 2 equals 4. I don't need to do all this other crap way to get to it. Have you guys ever seen Incredibles 2? You know, I understand what he's going through. I got a little one trying to understand that. So I don't agree with this guy's math. 6 billion fiat sitting there. You add that to the 39, then you got 10. No, Sue. Anyways, let me get off of him on that. Hence, Kruger explained that given the chart of Bitcoin has all signs of a bottom, technical factors may be enough to push BTC above the 4,200 resistance level in the near term. That might happen. That could happen. The BTC chart has all the components of a bottom. Capitulation, November to December, bounced off long-term trend measure twice on December and February. Broke out from higher low and high volume. A flush down on the last push lower would have increased bottom odds. Strong move up to fill in the gap above is a matter of when, not if. I agree with that. Such move up can happen entirely on technicals, i.e., it does not need a fundamentals catalyst nor a change in market structure. I completely disagree with that. Completely. You need volume there. I listened to even Da Vinci yesterday. He said the same thing. Unless you have an influx of new volume coming in. Why is the price where it's at now? Because we took out $100 billion. Remember when it was at $200 billion market cap? Bitcoin was at the $7,000 range, $6,000, $7,000 range. You need money in there for this to happen. Let's see, anything new here? Many fundamental factors that may potentially contribute to the short-term rally of BTC also exist. By the end of the first quarter of 2019, ICE's BACT is scheduled to launch its Bitcoin futures market. Okay, if that happens, new money still needs to come in. Just the excitement off that alone is not just going to, people are going to dump their altcoins to put all their coins into Bitcoin. That's the only way I could see his scenario happening is people need to dump all the other coins and move all this volume into Bitcoin. And the only thing that's going to change is not this number, but this number, which means Bitcoin's dominance would need to go to like 70%. That hasn't happened in the last 6 years or so. Fidelity is set to operate a regulated cryptocurrency custodial service. NASDAQ will have launched Bitcoin and Ethereum indices that could open doors to a wide range of investment vehicles. I agree with all of that. That's when you have the institutional guys come in. How the short-term prospect of crypto looks. Through Grayscale's Bitcoin Investment Trust, accredited investors are purchasing Bitcoin in the U.S. market with a substantial premium. Every share of GBTC represents 1,000th of a BTC, and as of February 20th, the price of GBTC is $4.68, which is equivalent to $4,680 per Bitcoin. Rise in premium is a sign of institutional net buying. Easier to buy this ETN from Grayscale than buy via a crypto exchange. Another sign, 2019, way better than 2018 for crypto. I agree with that. The sentiment in the cryptocurrency market has recovered in the past week due to the spike in the valuation of the crypto market, primarily because many analysts expected the market to demonstrate a downside movement following weeks of stability shown by BTC. In the upcoming days, depending on the performance of BTC, traders generally expect a short-term pullback, but a strong price movement thereafter. I don't know. This week's going to be interesting. There is going to be a pullback, but I still believe that we have not reached the bottom yet. The sucker might go below 3,000. Call it the calm before the storm. Then you're going to have all the institutions jump in big time. Several cryptocurrencies, including Binance Coin, have recorded large gains in the 5 to 20% range amidst highly anticipated product launches. Now, you know what that is? That's retail people anticipating product launches by Binance, putting money back in the system. That's not the institutions. The institutions didn't dump $13 billion in here. When they make a move, they're going to make a move. $13 billion is chump change. They're going to dump hundreds of billions of it in here at the same time. It's all part of market manipulation. I think that this is a fake out right now that's happening. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. But just based on my own observations, that's what I'm sticking with. There's still a lot of money to be made right now with the market going up or down. All right, let's look at Elon Musk. One of the smartest people on the planet. What does he have to say about crypto? Makes me want, makes me pay attention a bit. All right, let's see. Elon Musk, Bitcoin is brilliant, far better than paper money. Tesla isn't jumping in just yet. Why not? That's what makes me curious. Elon Musk knows, and he probably understands Bitcoin and this far better than most people. He already recognizes that it's brilliant, it's better than paper money, but Tesla isn't jumping in just yet. What are they waiting for? Nearly everywhere Elon Musk goes, people want to talk about Tesla. On Tuesday, however, the media magnate went along with a change in focus by discussing his views about cryptocurrencies. His opinions come within months of a Bitcoin-related tweet that landed him in hot water with the social media platform. He ended up getting his account suspended by Twitter. Musk discussed this and more in a very lighthearted interview with ARK Invest. We had Elon Musk on the latest episode of ARK Invest podcast. He had a few things to say about Bitcoin. Paper money is going away, and cryptocurrency is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. Elon Musk says. Crypto, seriously? Musk has periodically talked about his interest in cryptocurrencies. Once he was pictured with a book about cryptocurrency in his hand, and the internet rumor mills went crazy. The interviews from ARK Invest spent the bulk of the roughly 30-minute sit-down with Musk asking about Tesla. When that topic was exhausted, one of the interviewers broached the subject of cryptos. To that, Musk laughed. Crypto? Seriously? He struck a more serious tone and said, I think the Bitcoin structure is quite brilliant. There seems like there is some merit to Ethereum as well, and obviously others. But I'm not sure if it's a good use of Tesla resources to get involved in cryptos. You know what? You know what that's telling me right now? He's pulling a Jamie Dimon. You know what? Here's why. He wasn't asked about Ethereum, specifically. He was asked about, Bitcoin. So he brings up Bitcoin, crypto, Ethereum. And then he says Tesla's not ready to get involved, but he's not lying on this. Like he says, it's brilliant. See, guys like this play a game of chess. They're already 10 moves ahead of whatever's coming out of their mouth. So why would he give his competition, and he does have competition, a leg up by letting them know what he's up to? Just like Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon has made more money off of the crypto space than anybody listening to me. And just 2 years ago, he was saying it was, people going to get killed over it. It was stupid. I will put, on record right now is to say, within the next 24 months or less, you will see major news come out of Elon Musk and Tesla about crypto and the blockchain in their systems. You know what? I won't even say 24. I'll give them 12 months. 12 months or less. You're going to see major news on something that they've been working on, even though he says right now, I'm not sure if it's a good use of Tesla resources to get involved in cryptos. Mark my words. You heard me say it. Instead of trying to offer its own crypto, Musk said Tesla is more focused on sustainable energy. Really? Sustainable energy, huh? What are we doing with green? Based on what Nikola Tesla has been doing? You don't think that he's paying attention to this? He's trying to get to freaking Mars. Everything he does is about renewable and sustainable energy and being able to recycle the rockets. If you guys haven't seen this on Netflix, I'm going to watch it again. And I binged watched it the first time. It's called Mars on Netflix. Very, very well done in my eyes compared to other documentaries. I say Elon Musk is neck deep in crypto right now and blockchain technology and energy, which makes me even more excited about green. I would not be selling, we can't sell our green coins yet, but when it hits the market, you want to hold as much as possible. He says, we're really just trying to accelerate the advances of sustainable energy. One downside of Bitcoin is computationally, it's quite energy intensive, really. I wonder if he's going to invest in, or if he hasn't already. There has to be some kind of constraint on the creation of crypto. It's very energy intensive, to create the incremental Bitcoin at this point, really. It bypasses currency controls. Paper money is going away, and crypto is a far better way to transfer the value than pieces of paper. That's for sure. You think he hasn't studied this? He laughs it off. Crypto, really? You're going to ask me about crypto? Don't ask me about that. Wait till I'm done building what I'm building. Later, last year, Musk acknowledged his crypto holdings. He tweeted, Deadly Banana says, right, I should have clarified. I realized that's not Elon. Meant to ask in general, why is all the spam popping up lately? Elon Musk says, not sure. I let @Jack know, but it's still going. I literally own zero cryptocurrency apart from 0.25 BTC that a friend sent me years ago. I do not believe that at all. He's too smart, and he knows too much about this space. And if you are a multi-billionaire and you believe, as he's already acknowledged, that paper money is going away, that Bitcoin is brilliant, you mean to tell me that he doesn't have at least 1 to 5% of his holdings or his portfolio in crypto in preparation? Of course he does. Never listen to what they say. Follow what they do. The Bitcoin tweet that got Musk banned. Musk poked fun at himself a little too. He talked about a tweet he posted about Bitcoin just to try to be funny. It backfired and led to Twitter banning his account. Through his laughter, Musk said, Bitcoin and Ethereum scammers were so rampant on Twitter that I said I'd just join in. At one point I said, hey, you want to buy some Bitcoin? And then my account got suspended. There's some automatic rule that if you try to sell Bitcoin or something, and I was just joking. Really? Again, like Elon Musk. Like Jamie Dimon. A guy like this knows everything that he says and does, even from holding a book about crypto. Anything he says and does will have an adverse effect on the market. What was that podcast he did where he was like smoking weed or smoking something and his stock dropped by like 6%? Calculated. Like even Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, neck deep in crypto. Musk even laughed when the interviewer said that in the US you can't use crypto to buy things like pizza or Coke. Musk chuckled, it might be for Coke. You know why he said that? You can use crypto. The very first purchase of using Bitcoin was pizza. What's this guy saying? This interviewer knows nothing about cryptocurrency. Thank you, Lance. The Joe Rogan podcast. He knows nothing about crypto. Why did he joke about Coke? It's another inside joke that's even been used from what's the other billionaire's name? McAfee. Coke the drink or Coke the, what they snort. But also, he brings up about scammers, right? Because he did that in the tweet. We already know $2 trillion of money laundering happened within the banks, and nobody went to jail. But they always want to focus on criminal activity using cryptos. The interviewers gave Musk extreme praise, saying to him that he'd made the world a better place. Musk immediately hearkened to the comedy show Silicon Valley and a famous line from it about making the world a better place. He laughed once again. Make the world a better place by social, mobile, crypto. What a hoot he is. Maybe he's not losing his mind after all. No, he's laughing at the rest of you guys. He's giving you hints here. He's already in, and he's in big. Or he wouldn't even be mentioning it or talking about it. But if he were to come out and say, yeah, I believe that Bitcoin is the future and I own $100 million worth, that's going to impact the market. And remember the goal. The institutions want the market low right now, as low as possible. All right. These guys aren't stupid. And it's not gonna cost them much. 1 to 5% of their net worth in crypto today can end up being far more than the rest of their 95% net worth in fiat and real estate and whatever other holdings they have 10 years from now. They know this. They're involved. All right, last one up. I was going to talk about Samsung, the Galaxy S10, but I'm going to save that until it actually launches, because it's supposed to launch today. So I'll wait till more news comes out. I don't want to hear speculation. Let's talk about Bloomberg. Bloomberg reports that JP Morgan's stake cryptocurrency is boosting Bitcoin's price. Really? Again, they have no idea what's going on. This news is not, if they actually believe this, this is why education is so important. You cannot get your investment advice in whatever's going to be happening in the world in the crypto space from mainstream media. It was proven last year. If you did the opposite of what Bloomberg, Fox Business, and MSNBC said concerning crypto, you would be 95% correct if you did the opposite of what they said. But here's what Bloomberg has to say. They're all up on Jamie Dimon. Bloomberg is outrageously reporting that the launch of JP Morgan's new cryptocurrency is boosting Bitcoin prices. Wrong. It reveals an epic lack of understanding on the part of mainstream media and the financial industry at large. And it's a disservice to those who rely on traditional financial media for trusted information. You see that? This is what KGX is necessary. The story credits weak analysis from eToro analyst Maddie Greenspan. What some people have pointed to is that because JP Morgan is issuing distributed ledger technology and they're calling it a cryptocurrency, that could have a positive effect on the industry. False. It will bring more exposure to the industry, but not the kind that we need. The latest of many clueless headlines about JPM coin. It's a fraud. I covered that, was it yesterday or the day before? Last time I did Crypto Talk, I think it was Monday. We covered that. The Bloomberg story is just the latest in a string of many short-sighted and widely inaccurate headlines around the JP Morgan crypto launch. This one at Barron's is particularly laughable. JP Morgan just killed the Bitcoin dream. Really? They don't even know what the JPM coin is. But the Washington Examiner gets it wrong too, with JP Morgan's alternative to Bitcoin. Really? Again, the JPM coin is not and will not be available to retail people, everybody else, only the rich. How is that an alternative to Bitcoin? JP Morgan's digital coin, JPM coin, is nothing like Bitcoin. It can't possibly be a Bitcoin killer or alternative when it has such a dramatically different function and background. But do you think the media cares about that? Do you think they're going to report on that? No, because they don't even understand it. Whatever happened to the days where journalism was actually about finding out the facts, discovering the truth, and questioning what is being said by those in control? Whatever happened to those days? Right now, somebody writes a report on the wire and all the other news just copy and paste what comes down the wire. Ain't nobody doing any investigative journalism anymore. This is just copy and paste culture today. I know this. I used to work for a company that made ink for all the newspapers. So I got to see how the inside of it worked. Not to mention, my wife has a master's degree in journalism. What happened to those days? Okay, let's back up for a second. JP Morgan shocked the financial industry last week by launching the JPM coin. It wasn't a shock to the rest of us. We saw this coming. The first native cryptocurrency issued by a major bank, except it's a cryptocurrency in name only. It's not even a cryptocurrency, it's a digital currency. Tied to the value of dollar, which means it's not even real. It's not even being mined. They just made the thing up. JPM coin is essentially a stable coin. The bank will use it to instantly settle payments between clients. It's like a coupon. That's all it is. A coupon for financial transactions. Further, it could be used to digitize securities like stocks and bonds. The irony of JP Morgan's cryptocurrency launch was not lost on the crypto community. JP Morgan boss Jamie Dimon famously called Bitcoin a fraud while building his own cryptocurrency behind the scenes. Ah ha ha. I said that 2 years ago. That's what he did. Let's look at this. 2017, Bitcoin is a fraud. 2018, sorry, we were wrong. 2019, JPM coin. 2020, JPM coin is revolutionary. 2021, JPM coins is real. Sorry, Bitcoin. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. JPM coin did not boost the Bitcoin price. Bloomberg's headline tries to draw together two completely unconnected events. Bitcoin's price surge to 4,000 and JP Morgan's cryptocurrency launch. The truth is JPM coin has nothing in common with Bitcoin. It's not a threat to Bitcoin, nor does it have any attributes that could support Bitcoin's price. As Bloomberg's own chart clearly shows, the Bitcoin boost came 4 days after JP Morgan's announcement on the 14th of February. 4 days. If the JPM coin was going to have an impact, it would have happened immediately. So next, Bitcoin, the Bloomberg crypto, Bitcoin is getting a delayed boost. That's what they're calling it. A delayed boost from the announcement that JP Morgan has developed a digital coin to speed up payments between corporate customers. If anything, all right, let's keep this real. If the JPM coin had any effect on Bitcoin, it would have had the opposite effect. If what Bloomberg is saying is true, that JPM coin is a Bitcoin killer, that it's an alternative to Bitcoin, then the opposite would have happened. People would have sold their Bitcoin to try to get in on the JPM coin. So even if their line of thinking is true, it should have done the opposite, not boost Bitcoin. Clowns. The analyst clearly ignores other fundamental catalysts of Bitcoin's price rise. For example, a major wealth manager for pension funds, there you go, I covered that one, just recommended Bitcoin allocation. NASDAQ is also launching a Bitcoin price index. Bitcoin's Lightning Network is breaking new ground, and not to mention the basic technical indicators behind Bitcoin's rally. Yeah, the reason why he ignored all of that, because he doesn't even know all of that. JPM coin is not a cryptocurrency. That is true. To credit JPM coin with Bitcoin's price rise is to completely misunderstand what JPM coin is. JPM coin is nothing like Bitcoin. It's built on a private blockchain. It requires permission to use it. Its price is pegged to a fiat counterpart. It's centralized, not decentralized. It rallies on a trusted third party. Hey, my ear is bugging me, guys. Just a heads up. I've been talking for an hour now. If it sounds like I'm yelling, let me know. And I can turn down my own volume on myself. I can't hear myself. I sound like I'm in a echo or a what do you call it? like in a bridge somewhere. So volume to me sounds low. So it sounds like I'm raising my voice. Anyways, about another week, I get my hearing aid back, and I'm good to go. So it's everything that Bitcoin fights against, as Jerry Brito, executive director of research group Coin Center, explains. It's the same distinction between AOL and the internet. The internet is open, so anybody who wants to create a blog, website, or consumer service can connect a server to the network without asking permission from anybody. Compare that to AOL. It was a permissioned network where if you were a publisher, you had to go to the company and seek their permission. The launch of JP Morgan is a clear sign that the banking industry is threatened by the rise of Bitcoin. That is true. The aging institutions are just scrambling to stay relevant with weak replicas of blockchain technology. We're going to see more of that. Right now, I'm waiting to see what Bank of America is going to do after JP Morgan made this announcement. Because Bank of America has been working more on blockchain projects, not their own Bitcoin or crypto coin or digital coin. They've been trying to create their own, basically their own Coinbase, where you can store your coins in their banks. That's what they've been working on that we know of. That's been public. I haven't heard any rumblings of a B of A coin or anything like that. But now that JPM is coming out with one, I would think they're next. But I also think that they're probably working with the government on what would become the Fed coin, more so. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is the news for today. I hope you learned something new. As always, that is the point. I will not be back for Crypto Talk tonight. And depending on the news, I'll be back tomorrow morning, depending on the news. If not, I got to save tomorrow because I'm doing the KGX presentation. I'm gagged. I was about to say something. I'm gagged order. I can't say nothing. All I can say, the best days of KGX are upon us. That's all I can say. Now would not be the time to dismiss what we're about to do or where we're about to go. And I can say this, your participation is not necessary. Maybe I could say it like that. Your participation in what we are about to do is not necessary. I'll leave it at that. Exciting times. So with that, yeah, you can call me up. Those people, and speaking of funding, people have been asking me, Brandon, I know that if I want to really get into the crypto space and making money and a full-time income, it takes money to make money. It does. You need at least 10K invested somewhere that is going to be able to bring you a return. Really a good foundation, maybe 25K. To be done, 50K. 50K is that magic mark. If you've got 50,000 of extra money that you don't need to live on, you don't need to pay your bills, and you can use that, and you know what to do with it, you're done. I do have a way for people to get funding through loans. However, as a disclaimer, that is not for everybody because too many people are irresponsible. They get money, and instead of putting it to work for them, they use it for everything else. And next thing you know, they can't pay the loan off, and they're irresponsible with that. So I don't advise it for everybody. That's why some people I haven't even responded back to, because I know you're not in a position that you're going to be responsible with that money. And I don't want you to be held now. You've got $100,000 or $50,000 loan on your back that you can't pay off. And you didn't invest it properly. But I do have something else as well that can save you money that you can now use to put into your crypto portfolio, especially when KGX launches our services that allows you to make that passive income. Let your money work for you. Eliminate your freaking cell phone bill. Like $480, you can buy a SIM card that you will have unlimited talk, text, and web for the 5 years with no monthly bill. I'm saving over $19,000 over the next 5 years. I paid one time, and I never have another cell phone bill again for 5 years. Now, what could I do with that extra $19K? Put that into a crypto investment. So if you're looking to save money on your cell phone bill or eliminate your cell phone bill, contact me. If you're looking for funding, contact me. I'll point you in the right direction. With that, you guys have a great day. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, KGX presentation on kgxglobal.info. With that, everybody have a great day. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.